Hello everybody, my name is Katya. Katya. Welcome to K-pop Uncovered. Today, I'll let you on some secrets hidden behind Jeon Somi's What You Waiting For. So, what are you waiting for? Come on. Who is she? Jeon Somi is a Canadian-Dutch Korean who's a South Korean-based singer. She was first introduced to the world through a survival program called 16 at just 14 years of age, and later produced 101 where she placed first place while being under JYP Entertainment. If you haven't already watched it, pause, go watch it, come back, unpause, hi. If you already watched it, good for you. Let's continue. Somi goes on an emotional roller coaster of her ups and downs as she brings us along through many versions of herself that help her face her mental prison in which she has trapped herself in. She starts off with her immature and insecure self and moves on to reflect a fancy, bougie, confident self who pushes young Somi to face her flaws. Her third version serves her in spite of treating and loving herself. She ends up trying to please people by dressing up and trying very hard to fit in, even though she's still faced backlash. Somi finds herself locked away, isolated and depressed as she fights her battles in silence, whilst being watched at her every move. But finally, she busts herself out of her mental prison. She accepts herself for who she is and finally lets people in and runs towards her dreams. Top 10 hidden symbols in the music video. Number 1. Drawings, 그림 in Korean. Throughout the whole music video, we can see millions of sticky notes and drawings everywhere. We can notice kid drawings representing her youthful self, her current age, 20, reminders to eat as she constantly struggles with dieting, newspapers, arrows in all directions, and sharp objects like swords, which we'll get into later. Number 2. Flag, 국기 in Korean. One of the constant drawings that we see throughout the music video are the Korean and Dutch flags, representing Somi's nationality. Number 3. Presents, 선물 in Korean. Now that we have a better look at her room, we can notice some presents by her bedside, a side reference to her past music video, Birthday. Number 4. Diet, 다이어트 in Korean. Arrows, clocks pointing in all directions, reminders for her to eat are all centered around Somi's past. Somi has struggled with the idealized K-pop image of being skinny. She went on extreme diets of only eating bananas and water, sometimes even skipping meals. In order for her to look presentable before and after her debut, she had to lose 10 kilos in order for her to look pretty on camera. Number 5. Food, 음식 in Korean. Leading on to Somi's diet, the unhealthy food, prickled with nails on a platter, is an accurate representation of a struggle that Somi has faced throughout her whole idol life, anorexia, whereas food becomes your enemy and you can't help yourself eat. So you better eat healthy food and eat those vegetables. Number 6. Cake, cake in Korean. Notice the cake with lighters as candles? Yeah, interesting, but have you noticed the letters on the cake? Bet not. The letters spelled out are E-N-N-I-K, Enik, which is Somi's real English name, which translates to sword in Dutch, which is why we've seen so many references of it in the previous scenes. Number 7. Home, 집 in Korean. Her name and heritage plays a big role in this music video, as the house that she is trapped inside of is literally called Enik, which is Somi's real English name. She's trapped inside herself. Number 8. Sword, 검 in Korean. 샤. The sword references that we've seen earlier on aren't just random. We've seen drawings, sticky notes, swords in her hair, beside her, or even stabbed into a guy that she has probably fallen in love with. Swords usually symbolize protection and justice, but also power. 2 swords crossed up mean that the individual is ready for battle. fight me. Number 9. Locks. 참을새 in Korean. She locked herself up in her own inner mental prison by herself, avoiding the fact that there's a giant hole in the wall, but it's a big sign of desperation and insecurity. Not just the feeling of safe, but going all out of her comfort zone to wear heavy makeup and dress up to please others. Number 10. Running. 달리기 in Korean. Finally letting herself go and enjoying life is very important. Previously, we've watched teasers of her running in a green dress on a racetrack. It displays many trainees that trained for years and are waiting for their shot to debut, which included an alleged ITZY meeting, a group she was supposed to debut in but ended up getting replaced by another member as she left the company, deciding to start her career by running ahead of everybody and taking a different path than everybody has expected her to. It may seem like a very fun clip, but now that we have realized that this person who has survived so much and hidden behind a simple clip had proven to us that we are able to drag ourselves out of rock bottom, unlock our inner thoughts, and choose our own path. So, what are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? No, I'm not waiting for anything anymore. I started my channel, made my first YouTube video. So, what do you guys want me to analyze next? Tell me in a comment below. Subscribe, see you next time.